I'm delighted to say, joining me today, Victor D'Cunha. He is the Group Chief Executive of Curo. Victor, we've not spoken before. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so pleased to be with you here today, Richard. It's an absolute pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you on as well. You obviously have a large interest across North East Somerset, but for those that don't know much about you, could you just talk us through what Curo is about and what you do, if you wouldn't mind, Victor?
Of course. So a lot of people listening in will probably remember part of Curo being the stock transfer from Bath and North East Somerset Council. But we are actually a combination of three separate housing associations that integrated, became one in 2011. All of the previous, obviously they were all in existence before, and the stock transfer component, which is by far the largest amount of housing we have, was transferred actually to a new charity in 1999. So, the different elements of Curo were around before, but we integrated as one organisation, and we serve what is now the West of England Combined Authority. So that's from South Gloss right through to parts of Somerset, and we have around 13,500 homes. They are all primarily what we call social rented homes. So those are homes that are heavily subsidised, and the average rent is somewhere between 50 and 60% of the normal rent that you might get in the market. And our primary job is to give local people homes they might otherwise not be able to afford. We also provide some degree of specialist housing for homeless families, temporary accommodation. We provide homes for the elderly. We provide specialist housing for younger people that might be also homeless. So we have a whole range of specialist housing for people that might otherwise also find it difficult to live independently too. So we're here really to provide that essential building block of life, which is a safe, affordable, warm home for people.
Thank you for that explanation. Is it a difficult juggling act then between the commercial realities of what you have to run, in terms of profitability, making a return on the expectations, against that social requirement and that social need that there is across Bath and North East Somerset?
We are fundamentally a purpose-driven organisation. We're here to provide really charitable services, but of course, like many organisations with charitable objects, the funding that we once relied upon has gradually slowed and is a fraction of what it used to be years ago. So we've had to innovate. We've had to bring in some more commercial discipline in order to keep the funding coming in to fund the core charitable business. And you might have seen, for example, that Curo introduced 5 years ago a commercial house building division, for example. And some people question why a charity might do that. But the reality is it was essential for us to be able to, in order to deliver that core charitable purpose, to create housing for sale, which is need as well as the core rental product that we provide, the homes we provide that's subsidised. But that being able to build housing for sale not only meets a need for that part of the market, but it also brought in additional income we could use to subsidise the rental housing that we have now too. So the current model is just on that particular example. If we can build 3 homes, the profit from those 3 homes allows us to keep one rental property subsidised without the need for government subsidy. So we've had to try and innovate our way through this. Otherwise, the challenge for us is we wouldn't be able to carry on delivering more and more services. So we try to balance that challenge by being a bit more creative, a bit more innovative, so that we can carry on and deliver more and more services to local people. That's how essentially we've continued to grow in size over the years.